In the previous video, I used L'Hopital's rule to find the value of this limit. In this video, I'm going to find the limit using factorization. So, ladies and gentlemen, we can see that the limit as x approaches infinity is not possible to can start by substituting, right? But it's very important to always check if you can start by substituting. If you can substitute the value and you don't get undefined or infinity, then you are sorted. You can substitute and get the value. But in this case, we cannot because we are going to get infinities here, right? So I'm going to try to take out a common factor on top and cancel at the bottom. So what I can do here is this. I know that in this square root, I can take x squared out as a common factor. So here I'm going to be left with 1 minus 1 over x squared minus 4x. So the trick here is this, right? Any variable or any number that doesn't have x, when you factorize it, you always divide by what you are taking out. And it's always best to just multiply in to see if you get the same answer as above. So x squared times 1, so this one, my pen is off. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. So here we have this times that will give us that guy there, and this multiplied by that will give us that guy there. So we have factorized properly. Then this is all over 6x. Now let's proceed. I have limit as x approaches infinity, and then I can see now that the square root of x squared is x, so that part can go out. So I have x, and then inside the square root I'm left with 1 minus 1 over x squared, and then I have minus 4x there, all over 6x. And then I can now do this. I can now take out a common factor of x at the top, because between my two terms there's a common x value, this one and that one there. So I'm going to take them out. So I have limit as x approaches infinity. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so I'm going to take x out as a common factor, and then I'm going to be basically left with 1 minus 1 over x squared under the root, and then here I'm going to be left with minus 4. And then this is all over 6x. And then we can see that this guy and that guy are going to cancel each other. So I'm cancelling them out. I don't like cancelling using a pen. I just cancel it in my mind so that my work is presented as neat as possible. So now I'm left with limit as x approaches infinity, and then here I have square root of 1 minus 1 over x squared minus 4 all over 6. Right, after cancelling, I can now substitute, and the infinity sign will just be substituted there, because that is the only part that has an x, and the x is the one that is approaching infinity. So any number over infinity is equals to 0, right? You must know this, is very important. So here I can see that I have 1 over x squared. The x squared is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger if I substitute infinity. It means we're going to be approaching 0 for that part of our expression. So I'm left with 1 minus 0, then minus 4, all over 6, which is equals to 1 minus 4 all over 6. And we can see that the answer will be minus half, ladies and gentlemen. So This is another way you could have done this if you did not want to use L'Hopital's rule as in the first video. Thank you very much. Aluta continua. Tanku.